believe this is yours.
I'm done here.
That's it? Why? Because he's a bartender?
No, because he's still a bartender.
In the new comedy What's Your Number, Anna Faris stars as a woman who believes that the key to a successful romance lies in rekindling old flames. In other words, revisiting all of her exes in hope of finding true love. The cast includes Captain America's Chris Evans, Reno 911's Tom Lennon, The Hurt Locker's Anthony Mackie, and Park and Recreation's Chris Pratt, who just happens to be Anna's real-life husband. Loop Lane's Brooks Parsons sat down with the cast and discovered what happens when a bunch of funny people are all in the same room.
Bloody hell! I'm rubbish at this!
I like the concept of this movie of, going back and sort of trying to reconnect with exes to see if there's anything still there. Have you ever had that happen in real life where you've bumped into an ex and it was either amazing or awkward?
I stalked an ex-boyfriend of mine for a while, so it was probably more awkward for him than it was for me.
So you had experience with this?
Yes. It didn't work out for us, believe it or not. He thought I was a little creepy. I know. So, Yep. I did write some pretty sweet poems to him, though.
Oh.
I should have brought them.
God, did you read them to him? No. Oh, I don't know.
Classic literature, sure.
I know.
Man, I've been lucky enough to be pretty friendly with most of my exes. I have run into a few, but we said earlier, Honest said earlier, it's a good point. It depends on how messy the breakup was, how much damage was done. If it was a clean break and it was, a healthy separation, running into them isn't so bad. I don't think I've had any really, bloody breakups. No messy, nasty walkouts or arguments. So for the most part, if I do bump into them, it's great to see you.
Well, speaking of some of the funniest people, and they're all truly funny people. Talk about working with Tom and Chris, of course, and
Anthony Mackie, yeah. They were amazing. It was, it was such a huge compliment that these guys wanted to come in and work, and play these crazy exes. Tom, we were doing that examination scene for a good, I don't know what was so complicated about it. But anyway, we were doing that examination scene for like 6 or 7 hours. He was down there. But it was so great, and of course working with Chris, my husband, was amazing, and he I think each guy took sort of a risk, a vanity risk, and that was just so impressive to me.
Funny movie. I enjoyed watching it. I want to talk about your characters a little bit. Thomas, you play Anna Faris's ex-boyfriend who is a gynecologist.
Yes, sir.
How much research did you have to put into this role?
A ton. Here's a couple things. That was we shot that scene very first thing in the morning, so about 6 a.m. I got to meet his wife and then stick my head under her skirt. At first, this is breakfast hasn't been served yet. No one's had coffee yet, and this is how we started the day. That's a pretty intense way to start a day as an actor. Right. And I'll say she's a good sport.
Great way to meet
is I guess the best thing I could say about it. I am hoping that you know how when you die at the Oscars they show a picture, like a slow motion picture of you. I'm hoping that me coming up from between his wife's legs is the in memoriam clip. Will be that.
That's genius.
I would say
if you know the people who pick your death clip at the Oscars, just put in a word.
All of you play exes in this movie, and so I'm curious. Have you ever in your real life bumped into an ex and had it be kind of awkward?
Yeah, because I ice out every ex. I don't like.
You do scorched earth policy.
Boom, I'm done.
You don't want anything ever to grow there again. You salt the fields. Like Caesar.
Yeah.
Just so
it's true.
So nothing can grow again.
That's it. I'm not, there's a lot of guys no, I'm really good friends with my ex. I'm like, I haven't spoken to her since the day we broke up. And so it would be weird, I think, if I ran into, I have one ex that I keep in touch with, but she ended up liking women. So it's
that's usually what exes do. Yeah. But I keep in touch with all my exes, and every time I have a movie come out, I send them an autographed DVD. And be like, sucker.
Oh, so you're just
that
dangling.
Chef working out now, huh?
You just taunt them.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, it sucks to be you, Anthony Mackie.
I've always adored Anna. She's She's got some kind of
Hey, whoa,
charisma.
what do you, hey, put your hands down. Whoa, jeez Louise, that guy.
Hold me back.
Hey,
Hold me back.
whoa,
Hold me back.
whoa.
Hold me back. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's interesting you bring that up because I heard it's kind of rocky right now.
Yeah. This is
And
really
it has a
awkward.
lot to do with him keeping in touch with a couple of his exes.
Yeah. So we're in a huge fight right now. So this
Burning
is really
fear.
awkward.
Burning
I mean, what's it like working with her?
fear. You work with her every day.
Yeah.
It's a treat. She's really she's a pro. She's super funny. I don't know. I
just assumed, as an outside observer, as a sort of fly on the wall, I just assumed she'd be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You know, because she's kind of pretty and funny and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, she's
actually a delight. Is the
Well,
short
I
version
thought
of
it was funny because she has this look that makes you feel like you're the dumbest person in the world. Like you'll say something, she'll go, that right there. And I'm like, I think she thinks I'm stupid. And it's like, oh no, she's listening. Oh!
I think Anna's a rare combination of most attractive women aren't willing to be self-deprecating. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of vanity there, and I think the only way to be funny is to throw vanity out the window, and she's willing to do that. So she's attractive, and she's hot, and she's, you know, a
she's a
10,
good- she's
and
a good
she's all
Stop
this.
bragging. Come on. Jeez Louise.
But at the end, here, I'm
my God.
podcast.
Dude, you win. We get it.
Here's a Loop Lane look at 20th Century Fox's new comedy, What's Your Number?
I was thinking that maybe you'd want to be my date to my sister's wedding.
Are your parents gonna be there?
At my sister's wedding? I think so.
Just feels a little serious.
That's me. Before you judge me, you have to realize my dating life hasn't exactly been stellar.
I locked myself out of my apartment. Do you mind if I use your phone?
When every guy you run into seems to be on the run,
Do you think the woman coming out of your apartment could have helped you with a being locked out problem?
I look at it as trying to avoid hurt feelings.
it's time to face the facts.
How many relationships do I have to have before I meet the right guy?
In America, 96% of women who have been with 20 or more lovers can't find a husband.
20?
That seems very high.
No, it's low. I am not gonna sleep with one more guy until I am sure he's the one.
That's disgusting, Donald. I dated him.
Donald, is you?
This is my fiance. She's a rocket scientist.
I'm marrying a scientist too. He doesn't look smart either.
Is it possible that all my exes got better with time?
You help me track down my exes, I'll help you escape yours.
You got a deal.
What about Jerry Perry? He's a puppeteer, so he's single.
You should give me your number. We should catch up. Hey, babe. Hey, you're looking good.
You know what? I think I'm all caught up.
Oh, guys.
What about Simon Forrester? Ali, it's brilliant to see you.
Simon, I can't believe it. This is Colin, but he has to go now.
No, I don't. What happened?
My British accent was rusty and I went full Borat.
So, we go dancing? Huh?
How about some dinner tonight?
Are you tracking down all your ex-boyfriends who don't go over 20?
I'll stop as soon as I fall in love.
Wow, I wouldn't have known I was gay if I hadn't dated you.
Oh. Yeah. I feel like everyone else is moving on with their lives but me.
How do you know what you want? You don't know who you are.
I have to go to my sister's wedding alone.
I'll go with you.
You would do that?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't live life by the numbers. You have to figure it out as you go along.
I know that I'm not perfect. And I want to be with somebody who appreciates me.
Barrett? It's Allie.
Oh, doesn't ring a bell.
We dated for like 3 months.
Oh, let's see how things are going now.
Oh, Allie!
Of course.
What's your number?